is what we're talking about today, getting started in CPA from wherever you're at, no matter how much experience you have. And guys, as I'm going through this, ask questions. The other coaches are going to interrupt me. That's good, right? That's what we're here for. I want to know that you're with me. I don't want to lose you here. I want to take you with me, because over the next few weeks, you're gonna be stepping up. This is gonna be like climbing a mountain. But guess what? When you get to the top, it's just gonna flow down. It's just gonna flow down, and it's gonna be easy. So that's what we're taking you now. We're gonna go mountaineering. We're gonna climb up, and today we're gonna start with a little introduction. And here it is. When we're talking about CPA, by the way, CPA means cost per acquisition, and that means a lot of different things. And just in a basic sense, and I'll talk more about this later, in a basic sense, CPA means how much do you get paid when you get a lead for an advertiser? And, to the advertiser, CPA means, well, what is the lifetime value of this lead that I'm getting? What is it worth to me? What can I pay for it? Right? And there's other players on the way that we're going to talk about today, just to give you a really good overview, a really good picture of where you fit in. And let's just start with the different players here, because I did mention a few of them. And the first one's the advertiser. And the advertiser is a company that's selling stuff, and they want to pay for customer acquisition. They need customers, and they'll either pay for clicks, they'll pay for leads, or they'll pay for sales. Okay. And what does an advertiser need to know? Yep. Go ahead. Do you have something? I heard someone unmute themselves. Just for the coaches, just feel free to interrupt me if there's a question. Even if I'm mid-sentence, I can repeat myself. So they're paying for clicks, leads, or sales. And first, they need to know the lifetime value of their customer, right? So an advertiser might be selling a dating site, or they might be selling, widgets, blue widgets they're selling. And they know that when they get a certain customer, that customer is worth $700 to them over their lifetime, let's say, or that customer is worth $10 to them. And when they start really looking at their process, at their online marketing, they can start to see, when I get a lead, what is that lead worth to me? Okay. And maybe if a lifetime value of a customer is 700, and these are just random numbers, obviously, but if the lifetime value of a customer is $700, and they're getting a customer for every 10 leads, then what can they pay for every 10 leads? Well, to make profit, maybe they can pay $500 for 10 leads. And so if you divide that, then they can pay $50 a lead for their blue widgets, right? So that's just an example. So the advertiser really begins this whole process by knowing what the lifetime value of their customer is, or they do something via cost per sale, and they give you a percentage of a sale that you make, and then they don't have to worry about what's a lead worth and what's a click worth. Okay, so that's an advertiser. Next, we have the CPA network, and the CPA network is a platform that aggregates multiple advertiser offers. Okay, so as an example, OfferMobi, if you've heard of it, is a mobile CPA network. They have CPA offers for mobile devices. Neverblue is a CPA network. They have a whole bunch of CPA offers for mobile and for web, and they put those together. They work with the advertisers to get offers on their network. And so someone like you, which is the affiliate, can go in there, pick an offer, and run it, right? Run traffic to it. Okay, so that's a very basic understanding of a CPA network. There are also, something I didn't put here, is an affiliate network. An affiliate network is also a type of aggregator, but only for one program. So as an example, if you've heard of Truth About Abs, which is a program on ClickBank, they have an affiliate program, not a CPA network, but an affiliate network where you can go and run their offers for just that advertiser. Okay, so very small difference. But we're going to talk about CPA networks today. And again, they just aggregate all the offers that they can find that relate to different niches, so that you, the affiliate, can go in there and pick them. So what do, right? As the affiliate, you go in and you try to do arbitrage. So you grab an offer, right? You go to the network, the CPA network, you grab an offer, and you know that this particular offer will pay you $5 a lead. Well, what are you going to do? you're going to go and try to get that lead for less than $5, right? If you can get it for $1, that's great. You're making $4 per lead. If you can get it for $4, that's great, right? As long as you're making money by buying and then selling that, basically by doing that arbitrage, then you're successful. And that's our goal here, right? The only question for you guys is, how much of that do you want, right? Do you want 1,000 a month? Do you want 10,000 a month? Do you want something greater than that? Whatever it is, or do you just want to make that first $100? Whatever it is, that's your goal. But still, as an affiliate, you're doing arbitrage, right? And your job is to do that, is to go into the CPA network and to say, I'm going to pick this offer. I'm going to do this type of targeting. I'm going to do this type of traffic, and I'm going to get people to this offer and get them to convert. I'm going to optimize it so that I pay less per lead or per sale or whatever that the advertiser is paying for, or per click. And as a result of that, I get paid more than I put out. Okay. So how do you do that? What do you do? Well, you might go to an ad network, and that's what we're going to talk about in this course. So now if you look on the forum, you know that we've got several ways of making money with CPA, right? There's lots of different traffic sources, and one of those traffic sources is SEO, right? You can get free traffic. You can put up YouTube videos that a lot of people are doing. You can put up websites. You can rank things on Google. But what we're talking about here is paid advertising. Okay, we're going to show you how to get traffic. And the reason this is so important is because paid traffic is fast and it's scalable on a mass scale. If you do your research right, which we're going to teach you, if you pick the right niche for you, which we're going to teach you, if you put together your creatives in the right way, which we're going to teach you in this course, and if you track, if you test, if you optimize the way we're going to show you to do, you can scale any campaign. If you're making $1, you can scale it to $10. If you can scale it to $100, you can scale it to $1,000, and on and on and on. And that's what we're going to teach you to do. We're going to teach you to do the basics correctly so that you can scale, and we're going to show you how to scale. Okay. Now, since we're doing paid traffic, then you need to know what an ad network is. And an ad network is a platform that aggregates multiple publishers. Okay, and we'll talk about what a publisher is real quick, and then we'll go back to that. A publisher is the place where your ad actually shows up. And I'll show you some examples of this in a moment. But if you think of places that you've seen on the web, if you've been on the NewYorkTimes.com, right, or any newspaper site, if you've been on pretty much any website, you've probably seen advertising on it. Maybe you've seen Google ads. Maybe you've seen some sorts of banner ads, maybe from Google, maybe from other networks, right? Other ad networks. Every one of those sites is a publisher. And maybe you've seen this on your mobile phone. If you've got a smartphone and you play a game and there's a little advertisement at the top or at the bottom or in the middle at some point, that application is a publisher. They are displaying an advertisement and they're getting paid for it, right? And they're getting paid either per impression or they're getting paid per click. Okay. And on the ad network, which aggregates all these publishers, they put together all these publishers and then they say, okay, all of these publishers are in this category. These are finance, right? These are all the banking apps. And all these publishers are, let's say, entertainment, right? These are all entertainment websites. And all of these publishers are whatever other category. These are all dating, right? And then they give you an option, depending on the ad network, of what to target. Maybe you can target a category. Maybe you can target a specific website or a keyword. Okay, that's an ad network. Okay, it puts together multiple publishers for you. Or in some cases, an ad network like AdWords or Bing or 7Search gives you a chance to advertise using keywords and using search. So someone's searching for a haircut and there's your advertisement for your local hair salon or for that Groupon coupon that you're promoting. Okay. And if any of that went over your head, that's okay, because I'm gonna give you some examples and details. And here's the playing field. Here's what we just talked about. And coaches, can I get a quick check with you? Is everyone with me? And guys, if you're lost at all, if you're confused at all, let me know. And if you're okay with this, just let me know, hey, it's fine. I just want to know before I go on that we're on the same page here. And let me know if you want me to speed up too.
I would add to that, Leanne. Sorry.
Hi, Mason.
I was just going to say that also another definition of publisher. So her definition in the context of an ad network is correct. However, publisher could also be defined more broadly as anyone who has traffic, and sometimes they'll call affiliates publishers as well. So don't let that confuse you, because if you're buying traffic, then you're technically someone who has traffic, so you're a publisher. But it could be a website, and then one of the ways they monetize that is to show ads on their site. And when she says that's where you show up, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, let me bring up this confusing thing, but don't let it confuse you. No, I'm just kidding. Mason has a really good point. What you'll find as you get out there and you try to advertise different offers, what you'll find is that different ad networks and different affiliate networks and different CPA networks will call you by different names. In one place you'll be an advertiser, in another place you'll be a publisher, and you still have the same role. So let's look at this picture real quick and see how that works. And really, we're going to start off on the right there with publisher. And when you look at that, when you see the publisher in there, that's the website we're talking about right now, or the application, or the place where the advertisement is being displayed. It could be the search, right? The search on Google. That could be the publisher right there. So there's the publisher where an ad is showing up, and here's the ad network next to it. And the ad network, again, aggregates all of these publishers in some way, right? Gives you, the affiliate, a chance to go in there and really advertise and place your banner, your creative, your advertisement, your text ad, whatever it is that you're promoting with, allows you to place it on all these different publishers. Okay. So you don't have to go to every website on your own and say, I want to put this ad here, I want to put this ad here. You can do 100 at a time through the ad network. Okay. And, here you are, the affiliate. Again, you're doing arbitrage, you're going in between. And as Mason was saying, this is a really good point. To the ad network, you're an advertiser. You're the advertiser to the ad network. And I'll show you why that is. And to the CPA network, you are the publisher, as Mason said. Right. And here's why. If we go back to the old days, right, when the internet was brand new, before I even knew, anything about online stuff. I think I was still in the bulletin board world, if you guys can remember that. You had advertisers, and sometimes the advertiser was the publisher, right? They might put together a website, like I knew a guy named Radar Roy, who had a website for radar guns. He was an ex-cop. He had a website for radar guns. And so he was the publisher and the advertiser all rolled up into one, right? He had his website and he was selling on it. Well, then here's what happened. People had websites, let's say blogs, or they started putting together websites, and the advertisers would go to the publishers and say, hey, can you put an ad on your site? Can you send traffic to my offer, whatever it is? And so now the advertiser is working together with the publisher, and the advertiser is paying the publisher and however they want to pay per action, right? And it's the basis of CPA. Either they paid them a percentage of a sale, or they paid them for a lead, or they paid them for impressions, right? The advertiser would say, well, I'll pay you $10 for 1,000 impressions. And then the advertiser works on making their banner better and making sure that they get more clicks and more sales that way. Okay? Now, what happened? Well, agencies started to come along, and agencies said, well, advertiser, Mr. Advertiser, you're selling those blue widgets. I can help you with that. And so the ad agencies would go and do the job of the affiliate, the ad network, and the publisher, and they'd go out and place the ads around and talk to the publishers and maybe create websites. And so then you've got the advertiser and an agency, which is kind of like a CPA network that does its own work. And then what happens? Well, then come the ad networks, right? And the ad networks start to aggregate all these publishers, and they say, you guys at the agency and you advertisers, just come on and we'll take care of the publisher part, right? So now you've got the ad networks in there in between. And then here come the CPA networks, right? And the CPA networks work with the advertisers, and they say, well, don't worry, we'll get you lots of traffic. Just bring us your offer. Okay, we'll just take 20% off the top, right? You pay us $10 per lead, we'll pay someone $8 to do the work, right? To do the traffic and the arbitrage. And here you come, right? You're the affiliate. You're not working directly with the advertisers, in this case for CPA. You're not working directly with the publishers in the most cases. You're just here going in between the CPA network and the ad network, and they do the aggregation work for you. They bring you the advertisers, the ad network brings you the publishers. So any one of these, except for the advertiser, could be cut out, right? An advertiser could be on their own, right? An advertiser could work directly with a publisher. An advertiser could work directly with an ad network, right? So basically anything could be cut out, but here's what it looks like now, right? And here's what we're working on is we're going to teach you how to do that arbitrage. So let's look at all these different parts, what they actually look like, so you get a better picture of it. And here's a sample advertiser, or rather landing page, scholarships for moms, right? This is a sample CPA offer. And this is for an advertiser who I talked to Mason about this actually, because I said, well, how do they make money? They're just getting leads and giving away money. And they're actually probably selling the leads to schools. Okay, so the advertiser is actually probably an online school or some other school that wants data, right? They want people's information that they can bring into school. And they're paying this person, okay, because now we're adding someone else to the mix, right? We're adding a lead broker, scholarships for moms. And they're saying, well, we know that the schools love this demographic. So they create an offer specifically for that demographic, for women who have kids and who want to go to school. Okay, so and here come you, the affiliate, you grab this on the CPA network and you promote it. But this is a sample advertiser in our case, right? CPA offer for an advertiser. Here's a sample mobile advertiser. Here's WhatsApp, right? Here's a landing page for an application on the iPhone. Okay, very simple. Enter your mobile number, and it might be a pin submit. I'm not sure about this particular offer. Could be a pin submit. Might be just a lead generation for SMS or something else. But basic mobile offer. All right, so those are the advertisers, and next we're going to look at the CPA network. Okay, what are some CPA networks? We've got MobAff, it's a mobile affiliate network. OfferMobi, also a mobile affiliate network. Or when I say affiliate network, I mean CPA network also. Neverblue, another one that I mentioned. There are tons of them, and there are new ones coming out every day. And if you want to see more, all you need to do is go to offervault.com, type in something, any kind of search, and you'll see a bunch of offers on different CPA networks. Okay, and so the CPA network that you use matters in that you want to make sure they pay affiliates and you want to make sure they're reputable. But other than that, as long as you have a good offer that's converting, it really doesn't matter who you're running with, right? What matters is that the affiliate manager cares enough to help you out, to give you the top offers, and that, again, that they're reputable, that they pay on time, and that they take care of you as an affiliate. And we'll talk more about that later on in the course. Okay, so we've got the advertiser, we've got the CPA network, and here's you basically doing arbitrage on the computer, right? You're saying, hey, give me money. I'm gonna run traffic. I'm gonna pay for this separately, and you pay me for the traffic that I'm running because I'm giving you leads, right? So that's the affiliate. And next we've got the ad network. Okay, so here's an example, Site Scout. Okay, it's a self-serve ad buying platform, and I don't know if I have more examples for you here. Let's see. I don't. But we also have lots of different mobile ad networks. AirPush, AdMob used to be one we used a lot. JumpTap, lots and lots of different ones. And I think we have a huge list on the forum of mobile ad networks. And there's also, I'm sure we can find a huge list of regular ad networks and CPV ad networks, which is a type of traffic, and just any kind of ad network out there. And there are tons and tons of these. I mean, thousands. I wouldn't be surprised if there were tens of thousands of ad networks out there. And what are the ad networks? Again, you can go in there, you can place your ad, you can place the link that you get from the affiliate network, which we're going to talk about how to do that, and you can run it. And one thing I didn't say actually about you as an affiliate is that one of your tools in your arsenal is your tracking. We're going to teach you how to do that in this course, because when you know how to track, you can optimize your campaigns. And that is what makes you powerful. That's what gives you positive ROI, a return on your investment. That's what makes your arbitrage successful. That's what makes you money, is when you can optimize and then scale your campaigns. Okay. So here we are. We looked at sample advertiser, sample CPA network, sample affiliate, sample ad network, and finally we've got some publishers. Here's one example, workathomemoms.com, WHM.com. You can see that there are ads on the side. If you look on the left side, there's an ad that says Arise, attention Mac users. Obviously I use a Mac, so that's what showed up for me. On the right side, there's a series of advertisements, looks like 250 by 300. And so on. Okay, so that's an example publisher. They have a website where they have content, they place content. That is part of SEO, right? They optimize their site by adding content, by promoting it. They get a lot of traffic, and they sell advertisements on their site. This particular publisher, I don't believe works with an ad network unless that left side ad might be a Google ad or something like that. But you can actually go to them and request to place an ad. Again, a lot of people in the biz op niche will go to a site like this. Okay, so what else is there? Well, and let's talk about, actually I talked about back in the day also, right? So I'll just talk a little bit more about the publisher real quick. And again, a publisher, if you open up an application on your mobile device, you'll see advertisements there. Again, that is a publisher, right? They have people come to them. How? Because, like Angry Birds, right? How many of you have Angry Birds on your phone? They have advertisements if you don't pay for them. Why? Because they get paid to display the advertisements. Either they get paid per impression or they get paid per click. And they are, in fact, a publisher. How do they get people to see the ad so that they can get paid, and to click the ad so that they can get paid? They have a great application, right? They get traffic from the App Store. So all of this kind of works together and works full circle, and to give you this whole network, right? Where here you are as the affiliate, you're integrating all of these things and you're trying to make money online. So let's go over a couple of terms, and then I'll end this so that we can actually talk a little bit and get your questions answered. But just some terms in case you're unfamiliar. CPA, cost per acquisition, also known as CPL, or cost per lead, cost per sale, cost per install, that's for applications, cost per download. And the difference between that, by the way, is a download is someone has downloaded an application to their phone, and install is they not only downloaded, but they actually opened up the application. And then we have mobile CPA, which is cost per acquisition on mobile, some of which is CPI and CPD. All right. And then we have an offer, which we can also call the advertiser, right? For example, Scholarships for Moms is an offer. We also call it an advertiser. We can call it our campaign. And some people will say camp for campaign. So if you see that on the form, that's what that means. We've got our LP, which is our landing page, also called the squeeze page, a lead capture page, or sometimes we have a mobile optimized landing page, okay, meaning it shows well on mobile phones. You'll want to know AM, or affiliate manager. That's the person that helps you at the CPA network or affiliate network. That's the person that you talk to about, do they have any suggestions for campaigns? Do they have what's working right now? What are people doing? What kind of traffic are they running to this offer to make it work? Okay, all really important questions for an affiliate manager. And also things like, can you raise the payout on this for me? Because I've been running some traffic for you, right? So there are lots of ways to scale a campaign. One of them is getting more traffic, and another is getting a higher payout. Okay, so all possible questions for an affiliate manager. You've also got your ad rep, which is the equivalent on the advertising network. Okay, that's your representative that you talk to about, can you get me this type of traffic? Can you get me a lower cost per click, or a lower cost per thousand? Or where do you think I should place this niche, right? This particular thing. And we'll talk more about specific questions to ask your ad reps as well. What else do we have? Creatives. Okay, these are your banners, your ad copy, your text ads. This is what you use to get the interest of a consumer. Okay, the person on the other end. You want your banner to stand out. You want people to actually look at it. You want it to say something that attracts the right person, so that when you're paying for that click, you actually have a greater chance of having a conversion on the page. Okay, so we've got a whole module on creatives for you. Traffic means people. Traffic just means people. It means people seeing your advertisement, people clicking on your advertisement. Traffic on the web is the movement of people from page to page. And getting a lot of traffic to an offer means you've got a lot of people clicking on your ad and seeing that page. Okay, that's traffic. And conversions is when you get that action, that cost per action. That's what you're after. You want that conversion, whether it's a click, whether it's a lead, whether it's a sale. You want to get that conversion. That's your entire goal as an affiliate, because that's how you get paid. Pay per click, also called cost per click, means that you're paying per click. Okay, when someone clicks, you pay whatever set amount, 6 cents, 10 cents, 2 cents, half a cent, whatever it is on that ad network and what you've selected. Pay per view or cost per view is when you pay per 1,000. That's what CPM is, paying per 1,000 views. Okay, when you're paying CPM, and we'll talk more about this later, when you're paying CPM, you want to make sure that you have a really good click-through rate, and I might have that next. Nope, not yet. You want to make sure you have a good CTR or click-through rate, because when you do, you can end up paying less per click. Okay, and if that doesn't make sense, we'll talk more about that later on during the course. But basically, when you're paying CPM, you're paying per view. When you're paying per CPC, you're paying per click. Targeting, which we also call geo-targeting, keywords, targets, URLs, or categories, is how you place your ad. So, for example, with mobile marketing, you might target a specific carrier. So you might run an offer and only show it to AT&T users, or only show it to T-Mobile users, or you might only show it to people in Africa, or people in the United Arab Emirates, or people in the United States. You might only show it to people who are searching for how to make money online. You might only show it to people who visit a particular website or a target or URL. Or you might only show it to people who are browsing a site in the entertainment category, or in the financial category, or in whatever other category. Okay, that's targeting. Incent, which you'll see on many affiliate networks and CPA networks, means incentivized. There's also non-incent or non-incentivized. And co-reg is not really related, but I just want to tell you what both of those are. Incentivized traffic is the type of traffic that you get when you tell people, if you fill out these offers, I'm going to give you XYZ. Okay, fill out these offers and you'll have a chance to win an iPad. But you've got to, complete these offers first. Those are incentivized. And
Hey, Leanne.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, this is Russell. Yeah, I mean, a really good example of that is if you play any social games, like I know Farmville was really, big for a while on Facebook. When you see offers like watch this video and get, X amount of Farmville credits or X amount of Facebook credits, that's an incentivized offer.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you for that example. Yeah.
No problem.
What I'm thinking about is way back when, like 5 years ago, when I started online, and I was looking for ways to make money online. One of the first things I found was this forum that was like free lunch or something like that, and it was all incentivized stuff. People would get on these offers, these incentivized offers, and they'd want to win, $500 or something, and so they'd have you fill out all these offers, like for coffee, to get coffee samples, and then get this sample, and then get this sample. And what was happening is the site was advertising. They were getting paid by the advertiser, and they were paying people, a small percentage of that, and incentivizing them to fill out all these offers. So, so that's incentivized. I think most offers you'll find are not incentivized, meaning you can't send that type of traffic to them. It's obviously lower quality traffic. The person is looking for something other than that offer, but they're filling out the offer in order to get something else. So not the highest quality lead for the most part. And definitely if you get incentivized offers, you're going to be paid a lot less for them. So, and then there's also co-reg or co-registration, which is a really sneaky way of getting you to sign up for about 1,000 different offers all at once. And you might have seen this if you've ever filled out an offer. And if you want to test this, don't use your real email address or your real phone number, because you'll regret it. Usually these start with some kind of a pin submit, and you know put in your phone number, and on the next page they say, well, do you also want this? Just hit the check mark if you know the check box if you want it. Next page, do you also want this? Next page, do you also want this? It takes you through a series of offers. Okay, they're co-registration because you entered your information once and you're being registered for all these things. And finally, you get that ability to sign up for that iPad that you want to win, which is that basically takes you to a group of incentivized offers, right? So this is like how it works. If you can just imagine, you see an offer, it says, you know, put in your phone number, you put in your phone number, you get a text message, you enter a PIN on the page that the text message gives you. That's a pin submit. Next, it says you also, you know, and you're putting in your information because you want to win that free iPad, right? And so it takes you and it says, well, before we bring you to that iPad, why don't you also sign up for this offer from Pepsi? Okay, great. Why don't you also sign up for this? Why don't you sign up for this also? Okay, so you've done a pin submit. You're getting all these core registration offers. You finally get to that iPad offer. Your email is auto entered in there by now. You hit submit, and now you're taken to a page, and they say, okay, to win the free iPad, now just sign up for all these offers from Jabalia Coffee and from everywhere else. Okay, so that's like the whole. It's kind of sneaky and kind of crappy, and then your inbox ends up with 100 messages a day, and you get 500 text messages and phone calls. That's pretty much what happens. So I don't recommend trying it, but that's incentivized and core registration. All right, so what's a refer? And I need a quick water break. Do one of you guys want to pick this up real quick and describe what a refer is?
Sure, Leanne, I can talk a little bit about a refer. This is Russell. In terms of, when I'm running a mobile offer, and Leanne spoke briefly about analytics, one of the important things or one of the important factors that we look for are who are the referrers. Like, in other words, what advertisers are sending what traffic to our offer. So where are we getting our good clicks from? Where are we getting our transactions from, and our conversions from? So a referrer, for instance, could be CNBC. It could be MSN. It could be a mobile publisher like Moco Space. It could be Facebook, for that matter. It could be any number of sites. Sometimes it's also referred to as a site. So referrer, site. Who referred the traffic. That's what that's all about.
Cool, thank you. And I got a chance to drink some water and a little bit of coffee here. My throat just started getting scratchy. So thank you, Russell. And then we have clicks or impressions.
No problem.
Yeah, sure. So clicks or impressions. A click is whenever anyone takes their mouse over to your ad and clicks on it, or takes their finger to your ad and then touches it, right? That's a click. An impression is a view. Someone sees it, or it's on a web page that someone is on. And that's kind of sneaky, right? Because an impression means it pulled up, it refreshed, it showed up on the website. Doesn't mean that someone's going to look at it, but it showed up. And usually you pay per 1,000 impressions. Optimizing means making it better. Right? When you have a campaign and you're making some money and you're losing some money, we're going to show you how to cut out the stuff that doesn't work, how to do more of the stuff that works. And that's how you optimize a campaign. You make more money out of it. You lose less. It becomes positive. You make money on the entire campaign, and that's optimizing. To do that, you split test, right? You try one thing versus another. That's A/B split testing. Try one thing versus another. Keep the one that works. Toss the other one out and test again. Try to make it better. Okay, so we're going to teach you that in this course. Finally, demographics. We talked a little bit about. Demographics means who's your target audience? Are they men or women? Are they in their 50s? Are they in their 20s? Are they in their 90s? Are they people who make $50,000 a year? Are they people who make $100,000 a year? Do they have a college education? Do they have a master's degree? Are they professors in a college? Do they love to drink wine? Right? Are they truck drivers? Right? That's your demographics. It's your target audience. Do they live in the US, or do they live in Africa or do they live in South America, right? All of that is your demographics, who you're going after, what's your ideal customer for that advertiser so that you can get that conversion. And you optimize demographics, right? Especially on certain ad networks. If you're, for example, advertising on Plenty of Fish or Facebook, then you have a chance of really picking who your target audience is. Who's going to see this? People that love personal development, people that like dogs. Okay, those are all demographics. And finally, you have your niche or your vertical, which is really the topic that you're dealing with. And we're going to really urge you to pick just one niche or one vertical. Okay, so maybe it's financial, right? And you're looking at payday loans and other things like that. And then Mason has all sorts of stories about payday loans. I don't know if he'll tell them to you at some point. Maybe you'll just go after the health niche, right? So lots of different options in terms of niches and verticals, but you really want to kind of pick something that you understand a little bit. Maybe you're in that niche, okay? Maybe you're the demographics for that niche, and that helps because when you're advertising, you're going to be talking to people just like you in that case, and that makes it easier. But it doesn't matter, right? You're going to pick a niche and you're going to stick with it. All right, so let's talk about what you're going to learn in this course, and then we've got some Q&A. Module 1 we just did, which is an overview of CPA, just to get you guys all on the same page to understand where you fit in as an affiliate. Next week, we're going to talk about what it takes to pick an offer, and it's more than just plugging it into OfferVault. Okay, so we're going to have a really great webinar about that next week. Module 3 is going to be about doing the marketing keyword research. You've got some of the best instructors on Module 3. Actually, all our coaches are just phenomenal. You guys are going to get so much out of this course. You're going to do market and keyword research. You're going to learn what it takes to start off on the right foot, right? So many people start off, they don't know where they're going. They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off. This is going to help you to have something that can turn profitable very, very quickly because you've done the backup work for it. So Module 3, super important, just like Module 2. Module 4, you're going to learn how to set up your creatives. Module 4, you're going to have our coach Dustin actually go in and show you what it takes to have your ad copy work for your niche, how to target properly, how to do just the basic things that you need to do and some of the advanced things that you need to do in order to have your offer really work, to have people really view your offer so that you can get more conversions, to get more clicks. Okay. Module 5, we're going to talk about the actual setting up on the ad network. What do you need to do? Module 6 works with that. We're going to talk about tracking. How do you set up your tracking to make sure that you can split test and optimize, right? Super important, all of these. Module 7, we're going to be running a campaign. By the way, guys, you can, at a certain point here, you're going to be able to hop in and start working with us. Once we get to Module 2, you're going to be able to go in after that module and do the work. You're going to be able to go and pick an offer. And then after Module 3, you're going to be able to go and do your marketing keyword research. And then you'll be able to set up your creatives. And then Modules 5 and 6, you'll be able to set up on the ad network and set up your tracking. Module 7, you're going to be able to run a campaign along with us. We're going to show you how to optimize in Module 8. And after that, we've actually, you didn't know this on the sales page, where we're going to give you a little bit of a bonus, and we're going to teach you some secret stuff, a bunch of advanced things that we've all been using, and that things that have been working for us. And just one more thing, all throughout this course, you guys, some of you have access to the coaches. You have our private email addresses, and if you do, use them. Send us an email. If you don't have them, write to support and ask for your coach's email address. That's as long as you requested in the beginning when you signed up. If not, we've got the form and you can post some things in there. But if you want to share your specific campaigns with us and get one-on-one help, then you can get that if you actually got the email address. Okay. So make sure you use that. Make sure you use us, because we're here to help you. We don't want you to just sit here and take the course. We want you to take action, right? That's something that a lot of people will do. If you see a lot of people who buy a lot of courses online, they'll buy a course and they'll feel great because they know they're going to learn a lot. Like this is the answer, right? This is the course that's going to teach me what I need to know. And and they love it and they learn a lot, and then they don't take action. But you know what? Instead of taking action, they take another course. Maybe I need to learn just one more thing, but that's not the answer. So I'm going to tell you right now, starting next week, you're going to start picking offers with us. Okay. You're going to do the work, because by the end of the course, all of you should have a campaign that's running, that you're optimizing, that maybe is positive ROI already, that maybe you're scaling already, and maybe it's already making money for you every day and every week and every month. Okay. That's where we want to get you to. So this is an action taking course. And that's why you've got so many of us on it. It's not just one or two people teaching. You've got all the coaches on it to help you doing the things that they are just phenomenal at. I mean, absolutely, these guys that are teaching with me, they are just phenomenal. They're amazing people. They've done so much, they know so much, and they're here to help you. So make sure that you use them. Make sure you use us. Make sure that you take advantage and take action. No matter how uncomfortable it might be at first, take action and do the work, because that is what's going to bring you up the mountain. Watching the course is going to be like looking up the mountain and going, man, that's pretty. It must be nice up there. But do the work and you're going to be climbing up with us. And when you get to the top, it's amazing. All right, guys, what are your questions? And I'm going to exit out of the... All right. And I see a lot of questions have been answered by the coaches throughout. Mason, I'm going to upgrade you. Go ahead and ask whatever other questions you have, and I'll go through the ones that have been answered already and see if there's anything that really should be shared with everybody, especially with the recordings. All right, so we've got Rolanda asked the question. You know, I want to sign up with advertisers, but I really don't know how to sign up as an affiliate or an advertiser. So, Rolanda, we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to go and apply for different networks and different advertisers. So, don't worry too much about that. We're gonna show you all of those things. We're gonna show you those basic things, and we're gonna show you even the more advanced things that you're gonna want to know to be successful. And yeah, if you speak Spanish, it's if you speak any other language, but you know, except for English, that's a real benefit to you, because what you're gonna get is you're gonna get less competition, because affiliates are kind of lazy. You'll see, right? They're kind of lazy. They don't want to do a lot of work. They don't want to get stuff translated. So you're gonna have a whole, you know, whole universe to yourself.
Yeah, in Spanish right now, just to bring in on that, Spanish is such a important. I have a real delay going on here, so I apologize. But Spanish is such an important language right now, with all the offers taking off, you know, in Mexico, and the bin-bid offers in Mexico, and you know, the offers in Central America, South America right now. So, you know, that is, as Leanne said, that is a real benefit to you, to be able to, you know, put your landing pages in both English and Spanish and test those, and then to be able to, you know, have creatives in both languages and to be able to test those. I mean, it's just such a huge benefit.
Yeah, most definitely. And again, any language, you know, and I think Spanish is growing now, because there's a lot of Spanish speakers in the US, but, you know, I know we've got guys on the forum from Finland and, you know, everywhere around the world, and they just have such an advantage right now. Not that, you know, us English speakers can't do something, but, you know, and be successful, because we definitely can. It's just that they can take things that worked for us last year and make them work now. Yeah, it's kind of like that kind of advantage, that that hindsight, right? That 2020 hindsight, they have that. They have that in the present. And Rolando said something really interesting in his questions, which was, you know, he was looking at a CPA network and going, well, do I sign up as an advertiser, or do I sign up as an affiliate, or, you know, as a publisher? So I'm going to draw something real quick here. You as the affiliate, here you are. Okay, just so I don't have to draw that. When you go to a CPA network, remember that there are different things around you, right? That the advertisers coming from this side, let's say, right? Here are all the advertisers that have all different offers. And as the affiliate, you're picking offers, right? You're going on that CPA network and you're picking those offers to the CPA network, right? Because everywhere you go, you see yourself as someone else, depending on what direction you're looking at. So to the CPA network, an advertiser is the person that's paying the money, right? That's how the money flows. The money flows from the advertiser because they make sales. Customers go to their site, they make a purchase, the advertiser makes money. The advertiser pays for the leads or for the sales to the affiliate network or the CPA network. The CPA network pays you. So to the CPA network, they'll either call you an affiliate because they know that that's what you're doing, or they will call you a publisher because you're going out there and publishing these advertisements for them, right? Publishing these things and getting traffic to them. So it can get really confusing. But for the most part, if you're signing up for a CPA network, you are either a publisher or an affiliate. If you're signing up for an ad network, okay, where you pay, you are the advertiser, and the guys on this end that show the ads are the publishers. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. It's like the way money flows.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever's paying for the traffic is an advertiser, no matter what, and whoever has the traffic that they're paying for is the publisher.
That's a really clear way to look at it. I never thought of it like that. Yeah, that's a nice way to look at it. If you're paying, you're the advertiser. If you're getting paid, you're the publisher. And yeah, the money flows this way, right? The advertiser pays the CPA network, the CPA network pays the affiliate pays the ad network pays the publisher, right? The website or app where the ad is being shown. And the person that is browsing and the person that's browsing this site that ends up going through your affiliate link, through the ad network link, through your affiliate link to the advertiser, and ends up paying the advertiser. That's how the money flows, right? Could be you. You could be browsing one of these and opting in and paying for something, for a blue widget. So,
yeah, really the most important thing with this, guys, is trying as many things as possible while minimizing your risk. But so, I mean, really, when to stop a bad campaign is probably the most important thing, because if you let campaigns run too long that are never going to work, that, beyond the point where when you know that it's not going to work or whatnot, and that takes a little bit of experience to figure that out. But if you let campaigns run too long, then you're never going to be profitable, because those are always going to eat away all your profits. So it's really about testing as many things as you can, and knowing when to pull the plug on the bad ones is really the key.
yeah, really, really good point. Really good point. There's a couple of other questions that were answered in the text, but again, for the recording, those don't show up. So Jim's asking if we can use the same software or process to split test videos that we would to split test landing pages. Yeah, you definitely can. Lots of different software out there. I mean, some software does better for one thing versus another, but in general, if you can use something to split test, you can split test anything, because what you're doing is using links, right? You're getting a link that does the split testing for you, that either goes to one direction or another direction. So yes. Are the CPA networks specific to a language like Spanish? Yeah. Do you guys know what they are, for example? Do you know any examples of those?
There are some. I don't know, because I don't speak Spanish. So
Yeah, I can't name them off the top of my head, but I know there are some. But honestly, ideally, like I said in the answer, you just need, if you want to do a Spanish-speaking offer, many U.S. CPA networks will have those offers as well. You just want to find an offer in a Spanish-speaking country, and that's what you need.
Okay, great. Thank you, Steve. Good. And I'm just, again, going through these. Yeah, so, and Gwen's talking about limited budget. So Mason's answer definitely talks about that. You really just want to, pay attention, and we're going to show you that in this course. We're going to show you how to know when an offer is going to work and when it's just not a good idea to run it. right? And there's going to be different limitations for that. What Mason said, and additionally, you're going to see that, you know, you might try something and yeah, maybe it has promise, but there's not a lot of traffic. And so you're not going to run it because it's going to take you forever to get profitable, right? You're going to get $1 a day. It's not worth it, right? We're going to show you how to actually make money with this, not just $1 a day. And yeah, go ahead. Okay, and then one more question. How can we, is a word missing probably, but what, I guess, what's the difference between an ad network and a CPA network? Um, an ad network is the one that aggregates publishers. An ad network is where you go to run traffic. So if you pick an offer, you pick it from the CPA network. You go to CPA network like OfferMobi, like Mobaf, like Neverblue, like, you know, whatever other CPA network out there. You look through their advertisers, right? You look through the offers that they have and you say, okay, I'm going to take scholarships for moms. I'm going to promote that. You get your affiliate link. You take that affiliate link and you go to the ad network. The ad network is where you're going to set up. And if this is confusing, guys, that's okay, because we're going to show you each step of this. And so it's going to make total sense to you. You're going to have really a micro view of all of these things and a macro view. Okay. All of this is gonna make a lot more sense. And you can come back to this webinar because it is being recorded. You can come back to this later on, and all of these things are going to seem like common sense to you at that point, right? Once you go through the other parts. So good. We've got for almost an hour. I want to invite the other coaches to say anything that they want to close off with today for this overview. So let's start with Steve.
I just have one quick thing for everyone starting out. You're not going to learn this overnight. This is not going to be something that you start doing today and you start making money tomorrow. It's a process. And if you approach it like a process and you approach it like you're being educated, and look at the money you spend on campaigns as what you're paying as for your education, you'll win. You'll end up learning how to do this properly. You'll learn the proper procedures of doing this, and eventually you're going to start winning on some campaigns. So just be patient, and ask questions and learn, try to learn as much as you can along, as you go.
Awesome. And then Russell.
Yeah, the most important thing that I can tell you is, and where I really learned everything, I mean, I was confused by so many of these terms. I mean, you were just immersed in, a million different things here in the course of this webinar in the last hour, and you may feel very overwhelmed. But the main thing I can tell you is, as you get these little pieces, the most important thing for your learning is to take action on these pieces, sign up for the networks, both the offer networks and the source of your traffic, the traffic networks, and get in there and run campaigns and really take advantage of this membership that you've taken part in, and ask us every question in the world because really for 10 weeks you have open access to people who have collectively done hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in conversions with these types of offers. So I would say, as soon as you feel comfortable, as soon as humanly possible, just get in there and start running offers. And if you can handle it, do both desktop and mobile, and just start getting a feel. And you're gonna find your niche. You're gonna find the place where you're comfortable, and then you have access to some of the people, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best teams on earth that's assembled right now to answer your questions about CPA.
Awesome. Thank you, Russell. And Mason.
Yeah, I mean, both of what they said is I agree with wholeheartedly. It is a process. A CPA and affiliate are not synonymous with get rich quick. There's a lot of different business models out there. These are the main ones that you need to understand in order to sort of get started driving traffic and doing all those other things. But there's lots of people out there in the space doing lots and lots of different things. So always think outside the box and try to understand everything, completely. And don't just get stuck on one idea or one thing. it definitely can work for you. Just think about it as practicing. And when you lose money on a campaign, like I believe it was Steve who said, you're paying for your education. You're buying, you're basically buying data. You're not losing money. So you're going to learn something from that, and that's the way you have to look at it. You can't look at it like, I didn't get rich this time, so I quit. Because you're not. If you think that way, you're not going to make it. I'm just going to tell you. So, yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all the coaches' time. Really appreciate you guys for being here. I got to tell you, I'm really excited for what you're going to learn here. I'm excited for what you're going to do and what you're going to take action on. This recording is going to be posted in the forum in the Jumpstart section. For those of you who haven't seen it, hopefully my Safari is not being weird. Here it is right at the top. Okay, you should see that section right, third forum down. Okay, CPA Jumpstart. This is a private area. Only you guys can see it if you're in the course. I'm going to post the recording in there. And then make comments if you watch it, you get other questions, post them in there, questions, comments, whatever you got, and we're going to work through it with you. All right. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.